Tonight, we are continuing to follow yesterday's serious fire on Mary Street in Utica. 8 people were sent to the hospital, including children. We are learning from the Utica Fire Department today the property was a rental and the owner lives in New York City. News Channel 2's Brent Carney spoke to Chief Scott Ingersoll and some neighbors today.
It just didn't want to go out. It just kept burning.
Mary Wisniewski tells me Saturday's fire was unlike anything she's seen before.
When I came in, smoke poured the street. You couldn't even see anything. They were sitting across the street, so I went over to the old man, and they were trying to get him. So I had him come, cop help bring him over here. So I gave him a chair, mask, water.
This is all that's left of 1013 Mary Street. The Utica Fire Department tells me 2 of the 8 people that were sent to the hospital are still undergoing care. The department is also still trying to track down the property owner, who lives in New York City.
The only number that we had for this property owner is disconnected, so we're working on trying to get in contact with them.
The fire department says the people, including children, began jumping from the 2nd-story window. Ingersoll says one brave neighbor came to catch them as they fell.
So I can't say enough about the community and the neighbors that stepped up during that time of crisis and helped their neighbors out. There was one individual that I know of that attempted to catch one of the children, or 2 of the children that jumped from the 2nd floor.
That someone was Mary's neighbor, Miguel.
I was impressed. I was proud of him. You know, because he didn't think it was serious. He told me until that they were screaming and trying to jump out. That's when he ran over and started help catching people.
Ingersoll says his firefighters were just as courageous. He says when crews arrived on scene, there were reports of 2 infants still trapped in the burning home. Firefighters running towards the blaze to try and rescue them. Ingersoll says one of those heroes was lucky to make it out without a scratch.
There was a road flash over, and one of our firefighters narrowly escaped further injury.
Thankfully, everyone, including firefighters, made it out of the home.
We don't talk a lot about what we do, but you know, they demonstrate this courageous behavior on a regular basis. And companies that arrived on scene were very aggressive on their tactics and making a push into that building to both simultaneously search for people and to try to extinguish that fire.
The fire department says they're still working to determine what caused the fire. In Utica, Brent Carney, News Channel 2.